Welcome to Capital City Paranormalish, where we delve into the exploration of creepy, strange, paranormal, unexplainable TikToks and videos. You know, the ones we all love to watch. So grab your popcorn and strap in and get ready to have your whole reality tested and your mind blown away. So remember, always look over your shoulder. Keep yourself safe, because you never know what could be behind you. Ha 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 ha. Hey, my friends, welcome back to another edition of Capital City Paranormalish, the show where we delve into the exploration of creepy, strange, paranormal, odd, all the freaky TikToks that we freaks love to watch. That's why we're home with the freaky family. Yes. Anyways, we got a banger of a show for you tonight, so you better grab some popcorn and strap into your chair and get ready to have your mind blown, because we got one hell of a show for you tonight. Anyways, let's get right to it and let's not waste any time. And hey, before we get on though, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, because I notice a lot of our viewers aren't subscribed. So come on, join the freaky family. You're a freak like the rest of us. So yeah, let's get on with tonight's show, my bunch of freaks.
5 creepy ghost photos that will turn you into a believer. Number 1. The Deer Petter. This individual was driving in Kentucky and had to swerve to avoid hitting a deer. When he noticed the deer was still standing in the same spot, he went back to take a picture and ended up capturing something eerie standing alongside it. Whatever it is, does it make it less creepy if it looks like it's gently petting a deer? Now that sounds like quite the afterlife if you get to spend it hanging out with animals. Some people believe that this could be a tree trunk, but what tree trunk do you know sits in the middle of the road on top of asphalt? And let's keep it real, if it were just a tree trunk, why would the deer stand there for so long enough for a car to even swerve around it? Others have even suggested that it might be a mailbox, but to me, the figure seems like it has a human-like silhouette with what looks like legs and the right foot planted slightly forward. If I had to guess, the figure almost resembles someone from the 1700s. Number 2. The Ghost That Screamed. This photo is believed to show the ghost of 16-year-old John Bower. On December 27, 1984, 16-year-old John Bower was riding with 3 friends near Highland Park Golf Course in St. Paul, Minnesota, on their way to a Prince concert, when their vehicle would crash head-on into a tree in foggy conditions. John unfortunately passed away at the scene, reportedly from a broken neck and an internal hemorrhage, while the other 3 teens survived with relatively minor injuries. St. Paul police officer Brian Coyle documented the crash with a 35mm film camera, taking photos of the scene. When the film was developed, one driver's side shot showed a strange anomaly above or near the open door, a blurred, distorted face with its mouth wide open as if it's screaming. Coyle later described it as a clear face with distinctive hair and a profile positioned about where the front seat passenger's head would be, appearing to be in agony. The face has been widely shared as resembling John, and the photo has taken on a life of its own online as proof of his soul leaving his body or being caught in mid-transition between life and the afterlife. According to write-ups, technicians who examined the negative reportedly did not find obvious damage or double exposure, and no physical object at the scene matched the shape of the face. Coyle has said that experts could explain some streaks and light anomalies in the role, but not everything in this particular frame, which is part of why it keeps resurfacing. Skeptics argue that long exposures at night, emergency vehicle lights, and movement can create streaks and face-like patterns, pareidolia mixed with motion blur. But when you actually look at this photo, it feels just a little too perfect, a little too clear to be something random. Number 3. Locked away even in the afterlife. This photo was taken inside Laguna del Toro in Islas Marias, a place often called the Mexican Alcatraz because of the harsh reputation that it earned over the years. Life in this prison was reported to be extremely tough: scorching heat, limited resources, poor living conditions, constant violence, and an overwhelming sense of isolation, filled with inmates considered too dangerous or problematic for regular prisons. Eventually, the Mexican government shut down prison operations and began transforming the islands into a cultural and ecotourism destination. The cells and corridors were left empty, but not restored into anything clean or polished. Instead, visitors now walk past peeling paint, rusting bars, and long echoing hallways, while tour guides recount stories of the day-to-day survival behind walls. Some stories even suggest that the prison is haunted by the spirits of former inmates. Now, this Reddit user was exploring the abandoned prison and snapping photos. When they later reviewed their pictures, one image showed something in the frame that absolutely chilled them: a ghostly prisoner that looked like it never left. Now, it's probably a good thing that they didn't notice the figure while they were there, because I would have been gone. The poster of this photo insisted that these cells were empty and that there weren't any other visitors nearby. Some prior tourists have mentioned that the prison sometimes uses visual displays, like posters, to show what life was like for inmates. However, the person who posted this story also shared other angles of the same cell, and it's quite evident that there's clearly nothing there where the figure appears. Some people have even pointed out that they see two ghostly figures, one sitting possibly on the bed, but I can't really make that one out. Can you? Number 4. The Executioner. In this story, a site manager was overseeing the refurbishment of a bar built on the site of an old Victorian jail. Over the weekend, he went in alone on a Sunday morning to check the progress of the place and snapped a few photos of the work being done. Later, while reviewing the images on his laptop, he noticed a hooded figure standing in the room being worked on, over to the left. He swears that he was completely alone in the building and didn't see anyone there in person, only in the photo. Once the contractor saw the photo, two of them refused to go back into the building. It's to their belief that the figure looks like an executioner, and the fact that it appeared on the grounds of a former jail gives that image a whole different weight. One guy even thought it looked like Shockmaster from WCW, which I thought was pretty hilarious. If you saw this figure at the place you were contracted to work, would you go back in, or would you look for another contract? Number 5. This made me a believer. This photo was taken by this Reddit user's mother while she was home alone, and she sent it to them after noticing something strange. A string that appeared to rise upward as if floating, seemingly coming from the comforter. 3 months later, she called them in sheer panic, urging them to look at the background. At first glance, you can't really see anything besides the string, but if you adjust the saturation of the photo, something unsettling appears to the left. A faint figure which they both recognized as the Reddit user's aunt. If you look closely, you can just barely make out a small Winnie the Pooh logo. Now, I've never seen an image with that level of detail, enough that you can actually identify the logo on a shirt. That makes me think, what determines the clothing a ghostly figure can wear? Why do ghostly figures even have clothing? Comment which image creeped you out the most down below in the comment section.
Yeah, there were some pretty good ones there, fam. I don't know. I think they got some freaky things going on in some places, anyways. But and that picture of that supposedly of that kid who got in that accident, that looked a lot like that kid. And that last one, you could definitely see a Winnie the Pooh emblem on that supposedly ghost. Anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys got anything like this going on in your place or anything like that? Let us know down in the comments. I'd like to hear your stories because Yeah, seems to me there's a lot of freaky shit going on out there. I don't know. Anyways, let's carry on to the next one.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Your phone just said, "How can I help you today?"
Sound like somebody was right behind my ear. Where's my phone done that?
William.
Oh, what the fuck?
Who's?
Catch that?
Yeah. Who's walking in the dark, man? You cannot see anything. Bro, surely that wasn't someone. It's completely dark. Who's walking around in pitch black at this cemetery? It was saying it was going to show itself, man. I don't know.
My phone rang and I said, how can I help you? We see something and this cuts off. Look, it's still on.
You seen that, eh?
Yeah, I saw that.
Someone was walking.
As soon as you went. It was like walking straight over the top of the grave. It was like right.
Yeah, I got it on camera. You'd think they'd have a flashlight on them?
Yeah!
Yeah, guys, it's pitch black.
It's fucking dark.
I don't know, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Do you think we just caught a spirit on camera?
A woman named Bonita was home alone while her husband was at work. As she sat watching TV in the living room, she suddenly heard a loud, terrifying noise coming from the kitchen. At that exact moment, the kitchen's security camera captured something chilling, something she couldn't explain. Suddenly, the stove shook uncontrollably before lifting up and crashing down. But just seconds before, a dark, semi-transparent figure had passed quickly on the opposite side. Bonita insists that even if the stove had malfunctioned, there is no way it could have shaken like that on its own. Because of this, many believe that an unseen, invisible entity may have been responsible for destroying it, and the mysterious figure that appeared might be related to what happened. So, what do you think?
Holy shit, fam. If that freaking happened to me, did you see the way that stove moved? That's freaking crazy, man. Like that thing freaking flew around like it was a freaking tornado in there or something. That's freaking ridiculous, man. You know, I think if a ghost is capable of stuff like that, it's definitely capable of hurting you. So, yeah, I kind of got issues with that. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments, and let's keep this moving forward, and maybe lock your stoves down. I don't know.
Right here, lightning strikes every single day, and tonight, I'm staying to capture it on camera. I found a spot that seems to pull lightning out of the sky, over and over again, without fail. This is Grimovo Meadow, near the village of Kupish, a place people don't just wander into. Nothing grows properly here. Mushrooms won't sprout, plants wither, animals and birds avoid it, and people who come here feel a strange, heavy sense of unease. Nearby, there's a cemetery where victims of lightning strikes are buried. Scientists still can't fully explain what's happening here, but locals talk about glowing blue orbs appearing in the sky. Look around. The trees are charred, each one seemingly struck on its own. And there it is, the stone people say gets hit almost every day. It's warm, like there's something inside it, drawing the strikes in. We're setting up camp right here for the night. I turned off my phone, set up the camera, and honestly thought I'd be waiting a long time, but... Did you hear that? Let's go. Look! A chunk of the rock shattered. It's hot. I think we got it on camera. That was insane. We're not staying for another strike.
This authentic footage of a spinning light formation anomaly was captured on a residential ring camera in Tucson, Arizona on March 7th at 2:47 a.m. The incident lasted approximately 30 seconds before the formation dissipated. Scientists have described the phenomenon as a plasma formation caused by a nearby lightning strike. Others believe the footage documents a portal to another dimension. Some religious figures believe it could be an otherworldly entity. No further information on the footage is available.
You are going to want to watch this video in full. This is CCTV footage coming out of Europe, and at first glance, it captures what appears to be a car speeding down the street. But oh, there's so much more to this video. It's truly paranormal. But when you zoom in, you quickly realize this isn't a shadow or an insect or even an animal. This appears to be a paranormal being chasing that car, but it's going so fast. I have slowed down the video for you. This is wild. Comment below, let us know what you think this could have been or what this could have been.
You have to agree that was pretty freaking weird. I don't know what that thing was, but whatever it was moving pretty freaking fast. So I don't know. Kind of trips me out. Anyways, yeah, what about that light, that spinning light that was spinning around there? Did anybody make anything of that? Because that was fucking weird too. Oh, excuse my language. That was very weird. Yes, it was. Anyways, yeah, I think we got another one here. So let's just carry right on and keep this train rolling, freaks.
What?
So thank you, Mr. Schellenberger, for this information. We are all reading it in real time now. 12 pages about this unacknowledged special access program that your government says does not exist.
What went through my head when I heard that? About 1,000 things. I was surprised that they thought they could lie without consequence.
Who lied?
Representative Nancy Mace and maybe about 50 congressional staffers, they all lied.
Committee staff asked me to go ahead and I will do it, enter into the congressional record this 12-page document that Michael Schellenberger brought today that describes the Immaculate Constellation government program.
I submitted those 12 pages. Michael Schellenberger did not. It is immeasurably dangerous that they lied about this. And it's not for the reasons you think. Every single whistleblower that has ever come to me or George Knapp should have absolute guttural fear if they understand what's going on right now.
There we go.
Congress just lied to the American public.
Why? Where was the lie?
Oh, I submitted the IC document. Ask Schellenberger, he'll tell you. But everybody sat there as they said he did. Why? You should ask yourself that. Why? It should be trivial.
I didn't think, yeah, I didn't
It should be trivial. It's fucking not. Nancy Mace lied. Nancy Mace said Schellenberger gave her an 11-page report on Immaculate Constellation from a whistleblower, okay? That was a lie, and she knew it. She was told 3 times. You notice how Burchett and Luna kept going up to her? They know I submitted the entire document. The Schellenberger never had it, and Schellenberger did admit that standing up after, and I did say to him, they lied, and you know they lied. I submitted the report, you didn't. Is that right? He said, it was confusing. I go, no, it wasn't confusing. They lied, and you didn't correct them.
Why would they lie?
That's the question everybody should be asking on something that appears so trivial. Why would they erase my name? I'm the only person on planet Earth that was given that document.
Oh, like that ain't surprising. The government's up to some suspect shit. Like that's a surprise of anything. I don't know. Anyways, we've reached the end of another show, my friends, and thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every one of you so much. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. We're getting right up there in the subscribers now, and hey, if you want, you can even become a monthly subscriber and be a VIP freak or a #1 freak, and really support the channel. That'd be so much greatly appreciated. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will have another one for you very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Don LaRock saying au revoir, my little freaks. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Capital City Paranormalish. We hope you have enjoyed today's video and its content. And we hope to see you again in the next one. Hit that subscribe button and become a member of the Freaky family today. There's no commitment. And look over your shoulder and